Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Hey. Oh, how are you doing, Garg? Did you just wake up? Hiscus himself is actually going to bed, so that's how it goes with all of our schedules. You should bet on when Garg will ever appear with the positive emo. I don't know. That second one was fairly positive. It's a very cute one. But sometimes he does come in with a positive one. He likes to hide it, though. I know he does. I kept thinking of him because I actually received my copy of Lingerser reincarnation today, and I know he's gonna cringe and be like, why did you spend money on that? But part of me, I don't know, part of me is curious about how terrible it is. I know it's supposed to be really terrible. I saw that little post on NeoGaf about it, which I thought was hilarious, and part of me almost wants to hold on to it because it looks so bad that I'm like, when am I ever gonna run into this game again? I mean, maybe it'll be around again for very, very cheap later, but I don't know. Something about it. I can't let it go. You're fine. Just crying over deep down trailers and gameplay videos. The game was supposed to be Dragon's Dogma 2 cross Monster Hunter cross Dark Souls. So sad it has disappeared from radar. Oh. Was it cancelled recently, Hiscus? I don't know if I've heard of Deep Down. That was Lingerser Reincarnation, Tensei. It just came out yesterday. It was very strange. There are no copies in GameStops. I think maybe some of them just arrived today, the day after. But you couldn't even buy it from GameStop's website yesterday. It just wasn't available. Like, they had a listing for it, you just couldn't order it. So part of me was like, oh, maybe I should hold on to mine because maybe it'll be hard to find and no one's ever going to sell it anymore and it's just going to be a huge loss. It is definitely one of those games where it's like, why did they ever localize this? It was bad in Japanese, apparently, and they decided to bring it over anyway. But who knows? Who knows? but yeah, let's go ahead, turn this down a bit, and fire up that game. Yeah, they haven't talked about it since more than 2 years, but the game has been renewed recently. No other info, so, Can't say you heard about it. Yeah, there's been no information about it at all. No one has reviewed it. The few people who have reviewed it were just like, awful, please don't ever buy this. And yeah, but of course, it just makes me want to buy it more, so, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it wasn't super expensive, and it might just be one of those games I try out whenever my 3DS gets modded. So you're sleepy because you went to sleep at 7 a.m. Oh wow, Garg, that is late for you. Usually I go to bed earlier than that. Let's get my. It's like Star Fox Wii U. I know. Oh, that they are pushing. They're like really talking about it. But even with this, Access isn't really even discussing it. They're just like, oh yeah, it's that game. I guess it came out today. You know, like, they're just not talking about it at all. So, that game is getting shot down everywhere. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo is definitely trying to push it, but I can't imagine anyone's interested in playing it. It's a shame, because they really were pushing it so hard. But, used to go to sleep at 3 p.m., change to 5 p.m. 2 months back. I see. So you went to bed at 7 a.m.? What kept you up so late, Garg? That's crazy. I hadn't looked into Star Fox Wii U. I'm just not that interested in Nintendo IPs for the most part, except for a couple. And Star Fox was never one of the ones I was all that interested in, so it's kind of a shame. Kind of a shame that's not doing so hot. You're going to evening classes. Oh, classes 5 p.m. to 6:40. I gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense then. Oh, I know. Federation Force. Federation Force looks so bad. Looks really bad. Alright. let's go ahead and pull this up. And that's gonna look frozen. Because I have the volume down on it. Right, hopefully this is a good volume for you all. And, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what Nintendo is doing these days. They're choosing some very strange games, that's for sure. You got back home 6:30 p.m. after visiting the school. Did you what kept you up for another, like, 13 hours? Like I'm here. They probably have too much money for their own good. Possibly. I mean, some people say that they need to fulfill a quota of localizing a certain number of games, I guess, but I don't know. I don't like the idea that that might be the case. You have to probably walk every day from the closest bus stop after classes are... Let's annihilate our IPs. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. I don't understand it myself. So let's go talk to this dude. He told me to go talk to the professor. So we'll see how that works out. Chair. There we go. Yeah, they're making it editing their games. Who could force a quote on them? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking more of like with Langrisser and how they decided to localize that even though it performed badly in Japan. Do you know if Star Fox Wii U performed badly in Japan as well? The bus to my area will only come back here every hour after 5 p.m. Oh. Is it faster for you to walk from the bus? Oh, I see. You have to walk from the closest bus stop. And the bus to your area will only come every 1 hour. Ouch. That's rough. That's quite a wait. I wonder if that jerk is still...
Hello.
Hey, baby, you party? You sure looking mighty fine. Love those...
Just who do you think you are?
Hey, Spunky. Hey, don't...
Listen, kid. Go back home and play with your toy cars and forget you ever saw me.
It's always been primarily an EU hit, so you've no idea, but seeing it's on Wii U, it'll perform badly regardless. What a twist. That's what people are saying about Sharp FE, where they're like, they just came out with a special edition for it, and some people are worried that it's going to sell out very fast, similar to Fire Emblem. But a lot of other people are saying it's probably not going to do well because it's a Wii U only game versus the 3DS, which a lot of people have. Wii U, however, I don't know. It feels very niche too. You can walk back home in less than 30 minutes from the nearby. I got you, girl. Let's see. Aw, Artorias. I hope it works for you. I don't know what's going on with Artorias' internet. Sucks. Whatever it is, it sucks. You gonna stop being a moody fucking PR preteen and let me watch a shit? I'll boycott Fire Emblem Fates just because of how terrible the translation process has gotten. And the stupid censorship choices we've been subjected, though. True. Just sad because you love Fire Emblem character design and cutscenes. Best man, Artorias. Viscus, are you getting married? Is that what's going on? Hmm. Meanwhile, I came into a Fire Emblem Fates controversy. Meanwhile, in Destiny. The grind is real. We weren't even really talking about the Fire Emblem Fates. I was just saying that it was hard to come by the special edition that sold out very fast. Hiscus calls you his best man. I totally forgot that the expression meant that in English. Yeah, Hiscus, be careful about that. You have a totally different one in French. Ah, I see. I got you. Different. Very bit. Might not have been in there.
No point. It's locked.
It's locked anyway. Talk to this guy again.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Basically call a best man, best girl a witness. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. They do call them witnesses, in some respects, but not necessarily directed at the best man or the best woman. But yeah, that makes sense to me. Rename Squad starts to get really ridiculous when they don't follow their own original works anymore. Oh yeah, I bet.
You wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barakstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes, yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks.
All right, I'll talk to the rector.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
You researched a bunch of stuff for art today at work and ended up creating a theory for Destiny. Right, gotta go talk to the rectors now. Alright.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
Tenno Kaiseki 2? You'll totally not play the first game. Okay. Any particular reason why, Gargar? Conversation 3 scientists proclaim that they are inside of X simulation time, that the taken blights may just be the simulation. We have to back it up.
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barakstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barakstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barrickstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barrickstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional, you know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So we can count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything. Could I possibly leave?
Out of the question!
Perform the task we agreed on.
A deal in...
Can you possibly...
Miss, you're in...
We cannot
If you don't...
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already? My word, doesn't time fly by?
Thank you for a charming visit, miss.
And thank you, gentlemen.
Tea time, tea time, tea time, tea time. Is it 5 p.m. already? See if we can find out about this this garden. Moth. Get away from me. Need to go buy books at 11 a.m. Would have had a random stream otherwise. Oh.
Excuse me, Station Master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
No, not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon things.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab has been turned into a distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Smuggling racket? Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, be honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Sure. No problemo. Right away, miss.
You shouldn't feel bad, Arcturus. Just whatever you want to play, you know? Let's see. Checking on Twitter here, folks. Aw, thanks for the retweets and favorites, everyone. YouTube bots, thank you. Various random Twitch bots quoting and tweeting for me. Let's see. It looks like oh, thank you. Thank you, Garg. You didn't have to do that. Nice. I had an issue with something from Amazon, and the box that they keep sending me keeps arriving damaged, and it doesn't seem like it's anything that is Amazon's fault. It's just, it seems like a design flaw where part of the hinges of the box keep tearing, and I returned it once, and I just got the second return today. And it has a similar flaw, but just on different hinges. And I messaged Amazon because I was like, I don't want to keep sending this back to you guys because it might be another issue. I just wanted to let you guys know, and they just contacted me and let me know that it shouldn't be an issue. They don't know why I'm having the same problem, but they don't want to deal with having me send it back and forth again because it might happen again. So they're actually just refunded me the whole thing, which is awesome. So I just got a free copy of a book and a Blu-ray movie for Watchmen. So I'm really excited about that. I'm definitely happy to have it for free. It was already pretty cheap, but having it for free is even better. You haven't buffered at all, Arcturus? Nice. Knock on wood. Alright. Let's see. Did you have any luck, Arcturus? I do see that starting to go up a little on eBay, but it does look like you still should be able to get it for 15 or 20 each.
There you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is the reputation of the university to think about. And I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank you, miss.
Yeah, Garg. I was impressed. I mean, I figured maybe they would just say you can send it back and we can give you a refund. And you can choose to keep it with the flaws, or maybe they'd give me a partial refund. I didn't expect them to give me a full refund, so that was really nice of them. But yeah, they gave me a full refund and were like, yeah, feel free to donate it or get rid of it or whatever if you want. So, I thought that was nice. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in New Star Ocean. I mean, I wasn't crazy about the other Star Oceans that came after 2, but I'll need to go back and play them because I don't feel like I was in the mood for that game at the time. And I'd like to just start from the beginning and just give it a go because it's been a very long time since I played Star Ocean 2. You dusted all your old copies off, you're like, I want to play it right now. And I'm like, I have too many games started already, especially when Vic keeps gifting me games on Steam. Aww, that's so sweet of him. That's very sweet. What did Vic give you on Steam? Yeah, I mean, I agree, Garg, they're just like, I just don't want, I'm not the sort of person who like expects to get free stuff. It's nice when it happens. I just don't, I'm not the sort of customer who's like, I'm right, you should totally, you should do this and this and this, but when it happens, it's cool. Playing through Rune Factory once, you can finish it, slow game. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Rune Factory. I have such a hard time finishing Harvest Moon games. I really did want to play more Rune Factory, and then they keep coming out with more Harvest Moons, and then I jump into those, and so I just haven't played any of them in a while, but we shall see. But they're not small. But let's play Dying Light together, and I'm like, rip 80 hours. Oh, I know how that is, Arturus. That's very sweet, though. I do kind of miss that, playing games with Reaper. I like that out of having long-distance relationship. Aw, but Rune Factory isn't turn-based, though. It's just like a very minor action battles. Some Sauvignon berries there. Nice.
I don't need that for the time being.
Well, you took a look at Baden Kaitos recently. Yeah, I really like Baden Kaitos. Because there's a time limit on when you're supposed to act, which is really actually a lot of fun. So that's one of my favorite games for the GameCube. I've still finished it, of course, but I'd like to. That's definitely one of the ones I'd like to go back to, because I really liked it. I was really enjoying that one. Alright. We got some berries. Button. Yeah, I think he meant Baten Kaitos, yeah. Yeah, B-A-T-N, for how they spelled it in the American version. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, that one's fun, because it has like a interesting, like, card-based element to it too. Kind of an intriguing story as well, so. Yeah, I'd like to play that again. I remember really enjoying it. It was a beautiful game on the GameCube as well. I think it had like a lot of voice acting too. Down here. Here, bug. Catch him. Be nice. You need to play through Eternal Arcadia so you can put Japan way out aside since it's displaying issues as it is. Oh no! Did you end up picking up a PS4, Gargamer? You're trying to get into Drakengard games recently as well. Yeah, there's so many games I haven't really tried, like Growlancer apparently is good too. I haven't tried that. It sucks. Sucks because all the games you like playing are long and challenge. Not yet. Yes. Alright. So I got the berries. One on grapes. Now what can I do though? I mean, you could wait until they announce whatever the PS4K or whatever is going to be. That might give you something. You use the Japanese region PSN nonetheless. I need. I wonder if there's anything on the train. Forgot your other gaming site to check PS4s from other regions. Oh no.
Everything okay, Oscar?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am awaiting your instructions.
The university authorities want us to move the train out of their station. According to internal regulations, trains are designed for coming and going, not staying at platforms.
They have a point, Kate Walker. However, our train is unique, and its clockwork mechanism has requirements that are beyond the station's rudimentary equipment.
Hey, that's not their problem, Oscar.
The problem is also beyond my mandate, Kate Walker.
Whatever. Oscar, there's no...
Rust awaits my every movement if I leave this train, Kate.
This train might be a wonder.
I am afraid
You should take a look around the station, Oscar. It's amazing. Green...
I am obliged to avoid exposing my wheelwork to corrosive bird excreta. I shall remain inside to monitor the locomotive.
Of course. Well, too bad for you. Oscar, the sailors have agreed to tow the train, but they want to get paid for it. I suppose you have some petty cash on board to cover traveling costs?
No, there is nothing like that. You will note, however, Kate Walker, that every effort has been made to ensure maximum passenger comfort.
Okie dokie. I'll have to sort this one out by myself, then. Oscar, see you later, alligator.
In a while, Kate Walker.
I don't think we had any goodies. Well, let me take the doll.
These shelves look as if they're made for valuable objects. No point weighing myself down.
Jacket. Aw, I know. A train just for one person. It's actually, do you know how much I would kill? So, so it's actually correct, how he said it. Do you know how much I'd kill to get a personal train like that? For American English, that's correct. And how it's phrased. Because, the I'd is, shortening I would. How much I would kill. How many doesn't quite fit. It's a strange thing, English. Let's see, so we've got a mammoth toy. Maybe I can show that to, paleontologists.
Yeah, miss, please, excuse me.
Yes?
You know, I want to apologize for our little misunderstanding. I brought you a bottle of wine. Barakstadt Sauvignon. Very good year. Let me know what you think.
I'm very touched. Thank you.
Good luck on your journey, lady.
Thank you.
Lady. That's right, we did have this weird area. Forgot about that.
That looks broken.
You're not feeling anything at all tonight? That's okay. In case of problems, contact the following number. Huh. Where's my phone? Aw, I can't use my phone? Advertising brochure. Why can't I use my phone? 2766. 672. Huh. Seven, two? Is that what it was? I think I chose the wrong one. Here, Liquid.
Welcome to the East Block Control Center. To start, press the number sign. If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2. If you are using the Koningpass lock, press 3. If you are using the Barakstadt lock, press 4. To return to the last command, press the number sign. If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level, press 2. To return to the last command, press the number sign. You want to raise the water level in the Barakstadt lock? To confirm your choice, press star. To return to the previous command, press the number. If you are using the If you want to raise the water level, you want to lower the water. To confirm your choice, your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday, and no replacement is available. We will reply to your request within 48 hours. In case of an emergency, please operate the lock system manually. We apologize for delays to our service.
That's not very helpful. The symbol is an octothorn. Oh, correctly. Octothorn. Oh, the pound key. Yeah, we call it the pound key a lot of times, but octothorn.
I need a key.
I don't think I use. That looks. Sharp sign? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense musically. That is a sharp sign. Need some.
That looks
Octothorpe. It's kind of like how, the exclamation mark is also called like it's not a interrobang. I think, but sometimes it is called bang, a bang sign. So you might hear it as a bang command. Let's see. Alright. What do we got over here? Thing of interest? Why not? Let's see. That. English is silly, so don't worry. Let's see. Hiscus. I'm sure we have our common name for things. A lot of Americans won't know the other names. About these things, I guess I can go to the paleontologist. Down sharp, Octothorpe. Number sign. Wonder if there's anything more I can figure out about this little thing. That again.
This thing's jammed.
Everything's jammed. Yeah, our grammar rules are pretty ridiculous. Do that.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor,
What is it you want to know, miss?
No problem, Hiscus. Get some good rest. Thanks so much for coming on by. Good to see you.
to tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans
Syberia.
Said what?
You mentioned
Vorarlberg.
Hans Vor...
Your hand...
I'm not sure, my dear.
Can you tell me a little bit?
He was always a...
A doll?
Yes.
What do you mean?
To my knowledge...
Have you considered that
No, that's impossible.
I'll leave you in...
Sorry?
Give him the doll.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again. Professor, I have brought you something that should be of interest to you. Look.
What have you got there, then? Let's see. An effigy of a mammoth. But this is Hans doll, is it not? Yes, of course it is. How on earth did you... Oh, my God. It's in my hands. It exists. It really exists. Please do excuse me. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
You see? Your Hans and my Vorarlberg heir are one and the same.
This is incredible. After all these years, how can I ever thank you, my dear? Oh, I must waste no time. I'm off to my laboratory. I must study this carefully. May I borrow your treasure a moment?
Well, actually,
Don't worry, miss. I will take the greatest care of it. But I need to study it. You see, it has such importance to me that this very afternoon I shall deliver an impromptu lecture to my students about this very object. If you are interested in Hans Vorarlberg, then it is essential that you attend.
do you think so?
Obviously. Give me your telephone number and I will call you the moment my lecture begins. I will return you your doll at the end. You have my word.
Interesting. Ah. Now his laboratory is open. Looting. Let's see what's in here. The voice container thing. That will be of use. See what else.
I don't need that for the time being.
What is that? Looks like a bottle. Bottle of something. Clamp?
I don't need that for the time being.
Don't need that for the time. Must be a use for it. No. Hey, Staltic. Yeah, you missed Hiscus. He had to go to bed.
What is it you want to know, miss?
What would you say about seeing Hans Vorarlberg again? After all, you could come with me and help me find him.
Young lady, you are very kind. I'm far too old for such escapades.
You told me earlier about a lecture on some ancient Siberian tribe called the Ooks or something?
The Yukals, my dear. Careful not to confuse them with the Ukistran people of Central Asia.
Do excuse me. I wanted to know if your lecture is going to start soon.
Your eagerness to learn delights me, my dear. But I haven't finished studying this marvelous mammoth effigy yet. Don't worry, I will call you. And see you later.
Let's see.
My train stopped in a peculiar aviary. It's very odd. A lot of bird species seem to seek harbor there.
Ornithology is far from being my favorite subject, but I must concede that the station is the pride of the university. It was initially...
Are there? Can you give me an example?
Oops. This is what I get for the
I have
camera
been
part.
told about a kind of bird with peculiar habits. Let's see now, the Amazon cuckoo. That's right. But, oh, I'm so foolish. I can't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Special about
Staltic.
it. Just that its behavior
I don't know
is
what
very
the buffering
peculiar.
is with Twitch these days.
Amazon? Where?
I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. I'll leave you in.
Sorry?
Got some interesting... A test tube holder. Arc stock voice cylinder. Look. Not that. What else? Anything else in this cabinet? Kergmer presents Rotstaluk. Do you want Staltic to keep buffering? That's not nice. Artorius just finally got his to stop buffering.
Hi, Artorius.
Hi. Hi. How's it going, Reaper?
I'm alright.
You're alright?
I'm glad Artorius got his buffering figured out so I can scare the shit out of it.
So nice of you. So nice that it worked out that way.
I know.
Alright, Salty, good luck.
Hey, Gargoyle. Quiet and tired to be scared.
Aw.
Poor Artorius. Artorius is still feeling the
No
feels, I
point.
think.
It's locked.
A little bit.
A little bit of the feels.
A little bit. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I know that pain, Artorius.
Yeah, he only dealt with it for like 2 weeks.
Couldn't handle it. I was like, fuck this. Fuck this shit. Changing my life. It's kind of funny. I was reflecting deeply today because today being the day of days, the holiday for many youngsters and hippies and well, just overall stoners, but I've been spending the day kind of quietly reflecting to myself that today marks 3 years that I made the decision to essentially change my life. And it's kind of crazy how much has changed in those 3 years. Been thinking about it like all day today since I got up.
That's right. You did make that decision. Sure, huh? Well, happy anniversary. In that respect.
I guess it is something to celebrate, though it's kind of awkward to.
A strange one, yeah, I can understand.
But had I not did what I did, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So
You wouldn't have been streaming? Oh, no, what he's talking about.
No point.
I'm assuming
It's
cheese
locked.
is an innuendo for something. Maybe Fromunda cheese. Yeah.
I don't think that's what he's talking about.
Okay. Some of that Fromunda cheddar.
Yay! Hey, Staltic. Bless you.
The cheese. The cheese for me. Wow. Oh, that cheese. That kind of cheese. I see. As in cheesy.
Oh.
Self reflection.
Oh, I get it now.
I'm getting all sappy on stream.
I got it. That kind of cheese.
That kind of cheese. I wasn't getting the reference.
Can I disturb you a second?
No.
Maybe I'm
Be a
high.
little bit nicer
I don't
about
know.
it.
Keep quiet.
420 blaze it, everybody. 420.
Somewhere that
420
requires
praise it.
silence and
That's
tranquility.
what it is now. 420 praise it. Praising intensifies.
This guy looks dead. He doesn't want to talk to me.
Artorias, how did you fix your internet?
That's true. I don't know. He is buffering on Arc stream too, so I'm not sure what it is.
How about that Bravely Second release? I haven't played it.
You got you really hyped to play the series again? Yeah, I haven't played it either. I've not tried it. I have to play Bravely Default first. This light is off. Makes me wonder if there's a reason for this light being off. Hey, Oscar.
Oscar.
Stellate Glow is way better than Bravely Second. Yeah, I figured as much.
What's up, Oscar?
You can't get interested in one. You did things to it.
You didn't really do anything. Well, not even like a modem reset or anything.
You tried that before. Let's see. I feel like I'm definitely missing some objects. I don't. Oh. Something. Ah, I didn't do this earlier. Book is upside down. Randomly. Let's see.
A keen librarian eye, though.
It's much less serious than Bravely Default, etc., etc. So we just found out where you would be setting your water cooler. Shouldn't take too long. Thanks, Oscar. Get hooked for another year and a half.
I don't know if you want to travel down that road, Artorias.
I mean, they've updated Guild Wars 2 again, if anything, if you have Heart of Thorns. The Illustrated Dictionary of Plants and Mushrooms. I don't like the text on this. It's hard to read for me. The Yangula cola. The Yangula cola is a mushroom without stem, chewy texture, etc., etc. Tubes. Biologists. Huh. Contains a special substance that is unique to the mushroom. The substance significantly affects vision and enhances its acuteness enormously. Amazonian Indian hunters discovered this effect and started using it centuries ago. The Yangula cola is dried and ground to a powder and consumed before the hunt commences. Its effect is instantaneous and the penetration of the hunter's vision increases extraordinarily. The hunter is then able to aim and hit targets concealed behind thick undergrowth, even over great distances. Alright. Interesting.
The PS4, Artorias. Oh, that's more than a PS4. That's a PlayStation VR, Artorias, that you could have bought with your Final Fantasy XIV time.
I learned a little bit there. Good. I made some fresh rice, so in case you're hungry. And feel like rice.
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't have to have rice. And otherwise, there's also that roast pork that my mom left. There's also those sesame balls and that barbecue pork bun. Also. Just in case any of those sound of interest.
Well, I brought home some bread, so
Oh, nice. So you can make sandwiches.
might make a sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, should eat that.
I've been having a lot of Asian lately.
Not in it.
I wish it was.
I know you wish it were. Yeah, you should check if that deli meat's still okay and everything. I assume it should be, but I would double check it.
Yeah.
But we still have tomato, and I'm sure the lettuce is okay too. But is there nothing on the screen of you? If Reaper doesn't want to, I'll eat it. It's just plain white rice, but I like it. Especially fresh rice. But we have been eating a lot of Asian food. Understand.
I go take it easy.
Yeah, yeah. How was work, by the way?
It's alright.
It's
busy.
alright.
Busy day.
Yeah. Did you guys sell much? I did see that Langerser is now finally available on Amazon or on GameStop's website, but only available in San Jose so far. Just had some soy sauce. So I don't know what's up with that. That game. They're just probably not interested in stocking it, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. Do it. Probably just limited supply and then first.
Right.
There's a lot today.
There's a lot today. There's a lot of people coming by.
Yeah. Steady business the whole day.
It's good. That's not a bad thing, right?
Yeah. At all.
Nothing was out, right? Nothing came out.
This week was fucking shit for releases. Lich Battle Mage was the only thing that came out.
You've heard they taste awful. What are the Finland-specific foods, Gargamer? Probably the library. Oh, okay. And the other one was Rector's. Alright. Well, I don't want to keep you from relaxing. Were you planning on streaming tonight? No?
Nah. Take it easy.
You were up pretty late last night.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Take the night off. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Give you a chance to stream, so. You guys hogging all the pooter time lately.
I don't mind. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be lurking.
Hello.
Alright.
Hey,
Trying to think
baby,
if I
you
want any
party?
chips or
You
anything.
sure looking mighty fine.
Well,
Love those
let
big
me know.
round eyes.
If
Just
you
who
can
do
get
you
my,
think you are?
Hey,
big lays,
spunky.
that'd be cool.
I like that in a lady. Okay, I'm hooked. Come on, Zol.
I'll
I'll
bake
let
your
you buy
lays
me
for
that
you.
coffee.
I don't remember ever asking.
Hey, don't play hard to get. I know you like it big time.
Listen, kid. Go back home and play with your toy cars and forget you ever saw me.
Let's see. Where? Let's see. You're back with a giant revelation. You should take a break from MMOs. Now you gotta find something to pique your interest. Me. The only one I know. The others aren't spoken of much. Them barbecue baked lays. Thank you so much. Interesting, Dirk. Chips. I guess I could try to use the voice cylinder on the train while I figure out what else I can snoop around for. There is Persona 4. Finished pastries, eh? You guys. Talk to me.
Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us? I have a little problem with my train. It's locked, but if the...
Porken.
I just met with the university rectors, and they ordered me to remove my train out of their station. I mean, it's a total joke. We know not your generosity. It's not very polite of you to take it.
Father, father.
Excuse me? My husband say... How would you know? Have you gone down?
Mate.
We no leave... I'll leave you...
Das.
Here. Ah, Dying Light? Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's worth a shot. On the train. Use that voice cylinder. You can't run it full 60 on your PC? Oh, that sucks.
And if I were to watch one of those cylinders again?
I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
Cool. Allow me to look at it again if I wanted to. I don't really. Good. If you're a Nigerian prince, you just buy it on the PS4.
These shelves look as if they're made.
Window mode runs 1,000 times better. Strange. That's very strange. Not usually the case with most games. Oh, that makes sense. I've gone over here, actually. Alright, now I have a better understanding of what I'm supposed to do with those berries. Let's give them the stupid berries. Really? That bird walking animation's pretty bad. I can get up here. Alright. I think they're the cuckoos, so they're pretty mean. Oh. Hold on, you guys. My mom's calling me. Reaper. He could have been in here. You think those birds would actually jump jump and float closer to the berries? Maybe, maybe. Yeah, my mom was just should have left the mic on. No, because my Chinese is terrible. Oh, it's awful. Right. Let's see what we got here. No one would have understood you. I know it would have sounded awful. And that's what I know. Eggs in here. Ah.
Impossible to reach it.
Ah, gotcha. She wanted to check in on me. I asked her to go pick up something from Chinatown for me tomorrow. So, hopefully that'll work out. That's all I needed. That's what I need to get into the music stand. The bandstand, Alright. Peking duck. I wish. I wish. Maybe I should have ordered that for work. That would have been pretty funny. But no. Yeah, my Cantonese is very bad. Whack. Whack, whack. Alright, I think now we can the bandstand. Give it a shot. Nowadays, when talking to Finnish, if I stop for a moment and go quiet, 100% think on word you forgot. Oh. Or way to say the word in the first place. How long has it been since you've spoken to someone in Finnish? Or way to say the word in the first place. I see. Because you're in Finland right now. Studying, is that correct? But you're not Finnish. I think I recall you telling me that you were. Egg in here. Now I can there. Some progress height. Oh, Ark, thank you so much for the host. Pop down here. Yesterday, before that, weeks ago. Oh wow, that's a long time. Looks like there's something over here. This thing. Cool. Guess I fixed that enough. All it was a latch in there? Wasn't much of a job to fix. Right. Let's get over to the rectors. Have them give me my money.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
Artorias. Oh, you made steak. Nice, Artorias. I don't think I've ever actually made steak yet. A big part of the time I was putting it off because I wanted to learn how to make my dad's steak sauce. And I finally videotaped him making it for me, so now I have a better idea of how to make it. But yeah. No, most of the Chinese spots in America are Americanized to a point. There are certain dishes you can get that are fairly authentic. You made steak for the household. Very nice, Artorias. You should be proud of yourself. That sounds really good, actually. I haven't had a steak in a while. But usually, you know, if you go into certain restaurants, just check their menus. There are certain items that are, like, fairly authentic. Or Chinatown. If you go to dim sum spots, like, a lot of those are authentic to a point, you know. But, a lot of authentic Chinese food is, like, it's not that interesting. It's like boiled cabbage and stuff like that, and steamed pork. Pretty, like, it's not nearly as intense as what they have in the restaurants. What kind of dishes are authentic? Trying to think. It's a good question. I'm trying to think of like some common items that would be fairly authentic, but there's just so much getting fried that doesn't actually get fried in Chinese food. I don't know, crab, steamed crab. Peking duck is actually fairly authentic. Finish made.
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news.
We are really very grateful indeed.
Yes, very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
And now let us in turn honor our word. How much is it you need, miss?
$100, if it's not too much to ask.
Something like
We agree to grant you the aforementioned sum, miss. You may now leave with your train.
Not Peking duck, Peking duck. No C.
And while we're on the subject, when will you be leaving?
Yes, because now you should relocate your train as quickly as possible. Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Already?
Thank you for a...
And thank you.
If I get out of here now, got money. Yeah, like roast duck, roast pork. I mean, those aren't things that are necessarily made just at home. You know, it's not necessarily homemade food, but it's definitely stuff that gets eaten by other Chinese people. In nicer, like, Chinese restaurants. More of those guys. Be lazy as fuck. Let's go pay those other people to move my train. Sure won't be quite as easy as they might think.
Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, "Hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?"
Yeah.
It's not very polite of you to take...
Father?
Excuse me? My husband say, how would you know?
Don't I have the money?
I hope my train isn't... I mean, we're not exactly put train in... I just met with the university rectors, and they ordered me... We know not your generosity...
I thought they gave me the money. Did they not?
I'll
give me?
leave you to it.
Dos.
Oh. Bag
There
of
you
money.
go. Here's your money. I've checked it. It's all there. Ah, thank you. Not difficult get dollar. See? You are a real businesswoman. I'm not the only one around here. We pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you. Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Ma vor wat pensinos esto, di kleine madam. No se sai mar alles non comprendo, en allora kaput en andere bordel. Zirs war moi. On boom telefonieren, kaput.
My husband say instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput. Now that is annoying. What are you gonna do next? We wait repairman. Well, I don't have the time to wait. I'll have to go have a look. There must be some way of releasing the opening mechanism. Take key. Sailor always need key for lock.
Some case it look.
Okay, thanks.
Right. Did he give me the key? Did I miss the key?
Hey there.
Guten.
My Is it the locks that are stopping you from carrying on your journey? Da. Barge no pass. Lock closed. Have you tried, like, just opening them? Nah, not possible. Have try. Now system kaput. Oh, dear. I am sorry about that. Looks like we're all being held prisoners in Barrackstadt then, in a way. Funny that, isn't it? We would save a lot of time if you came with me to work out how the lock system works.
Schlecht Idee. Alone begrisch nix. En ja, mevrouw, moi tut bordele kaput des machina.
Don't you agree? We already accept the favor. If you want more, you pay more. That's out of the question. Too bad. I'm just going to have to work it out without your help.
Oh. What is this at Reapers? That mimic. Ah, that's good. Makes me want to do co-op with people.
Right. Now that you've got your $100, can we take care of my problem?
Okay, maar inclusive gesloten.
My husband say we help you if you open locks. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can understand
I'll
that,
leave you to
Arturus.
it.
It's like
I won't disturb you again.
more
Dos
cut up pieces of
vidania.
beef rather than ground beef. We use a lot of ground beef, which isn't very common over there, I don't think. Oh no, nosebleed. Oh, that sucks, Gargamer. How's the weather over there? Is it very dry? Alright, take a look here. I don't know if they gave me the key. But maybe he gave me the key and I just couldn't see it in my inventory.
Hello?
Kate, how's my little baby girl? I was thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat. You are wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean, people in foreign countries never know how to dress properly for the weather.
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really. The trip's a breeze, no worries. I mean, there's...
Well, when are you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me yesterday.
No, I suppose I won't.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end, he asked me to go up on stage with him. Can you imagine me, your mother, on stage in front of thousands of people?
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially as I hadn't even been to the hairdresser. Well, I didn't even have the proper dress on. But Frank promised me he'd see to that next time. Oh, he's such a cutie. And he's got the sweetest little...
I'm sure he has, Mom.
It would be so good if you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't in the clouds. You just watch out, my girl. Them years will catch up with you much quicker than you think.
I'll look out for them, Ma. Nice to hear your voice. Lots of love.
Well, to you too, my little munchkin.
That mom. Mom. Alright, let's see if I figured. Um... 766 74.
Welcome to the East. If you want to raise the water level, you want to raise to confirm your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday.
Dark Souls
I
gold.
need a key.
Did he give me the key? Didn't seem like he gave me the key. I thought he said he would give me, but I don't see a key. I hope this isn't a bug. Okay, guess I'll have to ask him for the key again. Or this.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for?
Can you explain to me how the locks in the canal work, please?
A lock, right, is a system of sealed gates. They're clever, right? They help boats overcome gradient problems in channeled water flows. They make this kind of boat staircase, see? You know what I like? Sitting on the bank, watching the barges and...
I'm sorry. I must have expressed myself badly. I need to know how the locks open and close, to vary the water levels.
I'm not sure of the precise maneuver. Trains and barges, trains, now, those guys are very different fellows altogether.
Okay.
I won't disturb you.
Welcome.
I'll ask for the key again. The people at the barge told me I need a key, and they said they would give me the key, but I don't have the key in my inventory, so I'm confused now. I'm hoping it's not a bug. Oh, Artorias. GB bot. Oh, they put up with so much. That's amazing, Artorias. But I don't know if he like threw the key at me or what.
Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag!
My husband! Is it the locks that are... Da! Have you tried like... Nah, not possible. Oh, dear. I am sorry. My name is... Lawyer! A lot. Lawyer! Can we change...
I'm in his cop doge,
Right.
I know.
Now that you've got your...
Okay.
My husband say we help you if you open locks. Yeah, right. You must really get to see the... I'm looking for...
Syberia.
Syberia. I hope my train... I mean, Have you gone down to take a look around the station?
Me.
Is it the locks? Da. Have you... Nah. Oh.
Need
I'll
the
leave you to it.
key.
Yes.
I thought they said they would give me the key unless I heard that wrong. Did they not give me the key? I'm confused. Where's Reaper? He's around. He's just not in this room. Did you see the Dark Souls 3 board game? Yes. Yes, he did. That is also on his Twitter. Why are we not funding this? We are funding this. It's been funded by over $1 million. Where did he?
Hey there.
Guten.
My... Is it the lock? Da. Have you... Nah. Oh. I'll leave.
Dos.
Reason I don't have key. Family game night. Right? Reaper, I was confused because I thought maybe that dancer in the demo was from one of the other Dark Souls games. Is it only in the newest one? I guess I realized I hadn't seen it before, but I felt like I'd seen it before, maybe on like a trailer or something. Taurus. Oh yeah, we could totally stream it. That'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah, Arco's actually fighting the dancer today. I was like, oh, I remember him from the game. Huh. Ah, okay, yeah. Dancer of the Boreal Valley is only in DS. Gotcha. Maybe I saw him in the trailer, or saw her in... Excuse me, saw her in the trailer or something. Maybe I can have one of you guys check if there's a bug going on where I thought they gave me the key, but I don't have the key. I'm confused. Like, am I supposed to have the key right now? Which is way too fucking hard. They're exploring other areas. That's good. That's good. Dancer was like the boss we saw in the demos. Oh, okay, yeah. So I must have seen her in the demos or something. That's when where I saw her. Figure out where to get this key. Did they throw it over here? I don't think they threw it over here. Did they give you the lock key? That's what I thought, and I don't see it in my inventory. So that's where I'm confused. Yeah, and I talked to them to ask them about the locks, and they're like, yeah, go and open the locks for us. You're gonna need the lock key. But I thought that meant they were giving me the lock key. But now they're not saying anything about it. So I don't know if they're supposed to give me a lock key. Or if I'm supposed to get the lock key from someone else. They also give you a lock key. Fuck. I wonder if it's broken. I wonder if this is a bug. Because they say they're supposed to give me the lock key, but they didn't give me anything.
I'm sorry to
What can I do?
Can you explain?
Oh,
I won't disturb.
Welcome to...
I don't have anything in my inventory that's a lock key. So I'm like, did they throw it on the ground? Wait, how do I not have it? I don't really want to restart it and see what happens, but I might have to do that. Go to sailors. Hey, Snapple. How you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well.
Hey there! On the boat!
So he did throw it on the ground.
mademoiselle!
My husband
Ugh.
said...
I was like, maybe he
I'll
threw
leave
it on the
it-
ground and I can't see it? Like, why would they do that? Oh god. Game, please. Game, please. It's like... barely there. Okay. I was like, I think he threw it, but I couldn't find it. Thank you, Artorias. Alright, now I can move on. It's so stupid. I was like, was that even necessary? But I also looked down when they gave it to me, so maybe she dropped it and I wasn't paying attention. So, alright. I'm not bad. I'm not bad, Snapple. Anxious for summer break. Maybe I can take some time off. I was talking to Reaper about maybe going to Colorado if we can work it out. I guess he can talk to his parents and see if, I don't know if they're available during May. There are some cheaper flights in May. Otherwise, they get a little more pricey again once June hits, and I don't know if they'd be available during May. So. But for me, school ends at the beginning of May, so that works perfectly. Alright, now I got the key. Oh god, numbers.
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize. The instruction...
2766-6742.
The instructions are...
Huh.
That looks broken.
It does look broken. Since you've already been on a break, you'll just stream during summer? Nice. See what that does.
Welcome to the East Block. If you are using the Haltenberg... Welcome to the East Block control. If you are using the Haltenberg... If you want to raise the water level, press... You want to raise to confirm your choice. Your combination number is not valid. If you are using the Haltenberg lock, if you want to raise the water, You want to raise to confirm your combination. If you are using you want to raise to confirm your choice, press. If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you want to raise the water level, press. You want to raise the water to confirm your choice, press star. To return. Your request has been logged. Unfortunately,
seems like I cool. See if that worked.
Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag!
My husband's... Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Godverdomme. Das ist eine echte Ladies. Alle twee, range alle dingen en obligados de dame. Ach, set content on route again.
What did your husband say?
You, hurry up! We hurry to travel again.
Okay, okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay?
That's awesome, Snapple. Last one. That's big. Alright. Yeah, Reaper, did we forget to do a Skype call with your parents the other night? When you had the day off? I couldn't remember. I think you got so caught up in Dark Souls that we probably forgot. Good old Dark Souls, ruining family relationships for years and years. Yeah, you completely forgot. Oops. Oh yeah. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know what language that was. I don't know if it was like a fake language or if it was a real language or what. guess I have to go to the other side before I can run down. I think that's what I have to do. Nice, Snapple. Do you know what you're doing after school's over? Are you working? Are you gonna be looking into going to another school after that? That's awesome.
Hey there! On the boat!
Awesome, Snapple.
Da, barge on other side. You still need us?
There. Your barge is over the locks now. It's up to you to keep your part of the bargain.
Yes, Frau. Attach loco.
My husband say, return to train, attach chain, then barge will pull.
Okay, I'll get moving. What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle Takatak, loco coco mitchen.
What did your husband say?
You attach chain to train and chain put train with barge.
Hop, catch it up.
And throw something else at me? Awesome. Cool. Grab that. Fine, it's over here. I can't see, apparently.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Okay, a hook. Taking a whole month to travel. That sounds so fun. That's awesome, Snapple. Where are you traveling to? Progress hype. That boat can pull that train. No logic. You have a flight to Paris, and once you're there, you'll figure out the rest. Oh man, that sounds amazing, Snapple.
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Ponce. I'm about to start my lecture on the Yukos at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.
Yeah, I like the aesthetic though. It's pretty. Beautiful skies. You're pretty close. I knew what you were saying. Ah, now I can go to the other side of it. Ah. Yeah, I couldn't see this before. Aesthetics is pretty hard, actually. So far, the story is that, I am a lawyer. Oh yeah. Sweet. Wind up my train here. So I am a lawyer. Oh.
Hello?
Where are you?
Hi, Dan. I'm in Barrackstadt.
What? Is that a town? I hope the man you're looking for lives there. Are you coming home soon?
From what I gather, it's one huge university with an extraordinary station, aviary. If you could only see it, there are trees and birds everywhere. It's so weird here.
Sounds like a great place for a bit of sightseeing. So, are you coming back soon?
I don't think so. In fact, the train I'm traveling on has some kind of a mechanical problem. We've been forced to stop here.
Us? I thought you were alone. Who's with you?
Oscar, the train engineer.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Don't be so stupid, Dan, please. Oscar is an automaton created by Mr. Varlberg, the man I'm looking for. And he's not any old robot. He's a sophisticated butler type, if you see what I mean. He's a bit obsessive as well.
Kate, I don't know what they're feeding you in Europe, but don't you think it's time that you came home?
But my mission still isn't finished.
To hell with your mission. I don't know why you accepted it in the first place. If you just stuck to the middle of the road, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
We? If there's any mess, it's me who's in it. And while I'm trying to come to grips with strange towns, you, my darling, are sitting at home on your butt. I seem to remember we had nothing against my departure.
It was only going to be 2 or 3 days, Kate. Please, try to put yourself in my shoes.
Your shoes. Not only do I have to fit myself into your diary, but I've got to get myself into your shoes as well? Is there anywhere else Sir would like me to put myself while we're on this subject?
Look, I don't want to talk about it now. Call me back when you've calmed down.
I was perfectly calm before I picked up your call. I only wanted a few words of encouragement, not your disdain. Was that too much to ask?
You can be such a selfish...
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
You tell him, Kate. So, what's going on is, we're Kate Walker. We're a lawyer. And we flew into a town in Europe to try to manage the sale of a toy factory. Only the robot isn't a jerk, I know. And so, of course, she tries to track down the owner and finds out that the owner has passed. And so she's like, okay, well, it should be fine, because the other lawyer, the other business, the notary that she was working with, had said that in the will, that she was going to pass on the toy factory to the sale anyway. But instead, before the woman passed, she confessed that she actually had a brother who is still alive, and that he is actually the true heir, and she can't sell the factory because it actually belongs to him. And so now what we're doing is we're trying to track down that brother. His name is Hans, and he hasn't been seen in like 30 years or something. And but he has been in contact with his sister in mysterious ways, such as making a train and sending her plans to take this train to go see him. So Kate instead has figured this out and is taking the train instead of his sister to try to track him down so that she can sell this toy factory or buy this toy factory from him. Yeah, it's put her, of course, on these crazy adventure. And she's learning more and more about Hans, and we, as the player, learn more and more about how crazy her family is and how self-absorbed they are. Artorias. And what we're going to do now is, there's going to be a lecture on, on something that belongs to the brother. And so we want to learn more about it. And learn more about Hans.
Ah, there you are, Miss Walker. Good, good. Take a seat quickly. I'm impatient to start my lesson. My young friends, a very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please. The Yukols are a people from the far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Syberia. This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession. It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him. We know that the origins of the Yukols date back to the last ice age. And curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, to the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukols had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebears managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yukol's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yukol people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing. It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukols learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra. They have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible as this explanation may seem, it seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yukol shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of The Siberian Ice Ark is a very good example. You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Syberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age. This small herd has been miraculously preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yukol's tender care. And the island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia. My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukols were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Siberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yukol's traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yukol population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukols have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others, however, have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukols have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survive. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today. Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Nice. Yeah, that was kind of a cool story. And hi, Globe. How are you doing? Might just catch up with the chat here. I think I missed a few things. How hard would it have been to simply say, that sounds amazing. When do you think you'll be home? I'm very worried. The original trip was only going to be 2 or 3 days. I know. He was just so, like, into himself where he's like, don't you forget? Didn't you remember that we have a dinner with so-and-so? And how could you leave me alone? And blah, blah, blah. It's like, it was all about him. BS.
No point. It's...
Oh, that's interesting, Snapple. That'd be really cool. I mean, there are stories that Hans was obsessed with mammoths, and that may have been where he had gone up to, that he may have gone up to Syberia. And so, we're headed wherever this train takes us, because this train might take us to Syberia. Because he helped design the train, and I think that means that, he's helping to, pinpoint where he is staying, or he's living. And so he might be living with the Siberian peoples. And he learned a lot about mammoths here. So there's a connection to the school. Hey, Chef, how you doing? Take that. Read that with my chest. Yeah? I'm glad you're doing well. The Legend of the Ivory Ark. The last ice age ended when the planet warmed up. This sudden Climatic change threatened the existence of many animal species, including mammoths inhabiting the far northern Siberian wastes. It is said that the Yukon people decided to follow Noah's example and built an enormous ark to try to preserve the mammoth's existence. They lived in symbiosis with the pachyderm, which was at the heart of their religious worship. The ship was constructed entirely from mammoth tusks. A small herd of mammoths was installed on board with enormous quantities of fodder. Control of the ship was entrusted to a handful of particularly intrepid Yukon clans. Their mission was to take the animals to other lands with pastures more befitting to their survival. One day, 50 summers later, as legend would have it, the ark returned to its starting point. The Yukons were astonished to find nobody aboard apart from the carcasses of several mammoths perfectly preserved in the ice encasing the ship. The clansmen believed this was a mysterious sign from the gods, and they ate the mammoths in a memorable feast. 1 week later, the ark set sail once more, and carried away by the currents. Again it returned half a century later, with not a soul on board except more well-preserved frozen mammoth carcasses. The mystery continued for millennia, each time the surprisingly well-preserved mammoths appearing out of nowhere. The Yukons interpreted the phenomenon as a benevolent offering from their dead companions, who were believed to have perished on the ark's first voyage in some horrendous maritime cataclysm. It is believed that their souls had found eternal rest on a mythical island that the shaman named Syberia. They constructed a whole religion around this belief with rites and customs, punctuated by the periodic appearances of the phantom ship and its precious cargo. For centuries, nothing changed the ark's mysterious cycle, only the size of the mammoths changed, reducing imperceptibly over time. Until one day, 100 or so years ago, the ark returned earlier than expected. It was empty. The Yukons were dumbfounded and utterly confused. The spirits of their ancestors had forsaken them. Everything they had believed in, that had been the bedrock of their culture since the very depths of time, had now lost all meaning. See what Arcturus says here. Woman who has been beating without even thinking about their being. But it cuts his cinematic. Me choking him and stomping on his face. Probably deserved it. It was like, my character didn't even flinch. Killing attackers is one thing, but I don't know, it seems strange to you. That's pretty intense, Artorias. That's pretty intense. Wow. The most fanatical believers noted that the frequency of appearances had in fact increased, and maintained that there was still hope as long as the ark continued its return journeys from the unknown. Some elder yokels boasted having seen it several times, but thenceforth, each time the white ship returned, it only offered an empty shell to the despairing eyes of the surviving yokels. The belief became superstition, and the reality became legend.
Professor, it's me. I've come to pick up the mammoth doll.
The doll is waiting for you there, Miss Walker. Please take good care of it.
Don't worry. I'm beginning to get quite attached to it myself. Can I trouble you just a little longer?
With pleasure, Kate. I'm all ears.
I would have loved to study it.
No age is too old to start learning, my dear.
Maybe, but you know, the eternal student and all.
You prefer being an eternal lawyer?
I have more important things to deal with. Live problems, not things that died millions of years ago.
Everyone has their own priorities, my child.
I must congratulate you for your lecture. You were right. The subject is absolutely fascinating. I never believed that mammoths could be so interesting.
What you heard was only the tip of the iceberg, my dear. But if I have at least awoken a passion in you, I'm only too proud.
Did Hans Vorarlberg agree with your hypothesis on the Yukons being able to tame mammoths?
Now, Hans was no man of science. His pathological obsession was to find mammoths that were still in existence. Such a hypothesis is somewhat overblown, don't you think?
You don't believe in it yourself?
Mammoths died out thousands of years ago. Of this we are certain. Today, the only mammoths in Syberia are frozen ones.
Do you know where Hans might have gone after his stay here in Barrackstadt?
No. but I would not be surprised if he left in search of the Yukols, or what is left of them today.
What would you say about seeing Hans Vorarlberg again? After all, you could come with me and help me find him.
Young lady, you are...
Your Hans Vorarlberg sounds uncannily like the one I'm looking for. Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very much, never quite...
Here, told me about that.
Arriving in Barrikstadt is an amazing experience. I've never...
You came by train?
Yes, in a kind of...
You mean you drive a train? Young ladies of today...
Oh, no.
A clockwork train?
Yeah. My train stopped in a... Are there? The Amber...
I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
All right. Nothing new
I'll
there.
leave you in peace.
Sorry?
That. That again. Yangala culture. That might be of use. For some reason, they wouldn't let me take it. I guess I had to find that book first or something, or they would allow me to take it. Okay. Time to get on that train. Uh-oh, what happened for our tourists? Alright. Let's get it there. Here. And we'll go up on our train. Run, 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 run for it. Reaper made some pizza rolls, I'm assuming. Let's see. I don't think Reaper ordered pizza. I think he made pizza rolls. Did you make a bunch of pizza rolls, Reaper? That sounds good, actually. Jewish. Alright. Let's see if we talk to this guy.
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am waiting to continue our journey.
Aw. You made a sandwich? Aw. That wasn't a sandwich emote.
Speaking of mechanical problems, there aren't any other hitches I should know about, Oscar?
This train has no mechanical problems, Kate Walker. Winding the spring mechanism is standard service procedure.
Okay, Oscar. Don't get all touchy about it. I didn't mean it like that.
Maybe.
You know, I think I would have liked being a student at this university. Everything's just so different here. Yorkshire does feel like another planet.
The planet New York? Is that our next stop?
Not exactly, Oscar. But I don't think you'd like it there. It doesn't run like clockwork. Everybody seems to like the Sauvignon grape here. People and birds. Especially these accursed Amazon cuckoos.
It is regrettable that my constitution does not enable me to ingurgitate this product.
That's everybody excluding Oscar. This guy Hans. Bit simple, but he's obviously a genius. And then there are the mammoths. Funny guy, don't you reckon?
I'll have you know Hans Vorarlberg is my creator, Kate Walker.
We'll save some time if you help me retrieve everything we need for the train.
Very possibly. But such actions are beyond my mandate.
You're right. I really should rid myself of the delusion that you are useful to me in some way.
You should limit your requests for help to my actual capabilities, Kate Walker.
It's just that sometimes you look just so human. Oscar, if you tell me one more time something's missing, I'll...
Everything is ready. Take your seat, Kate Walker. We are leaving.
I'll... Okay...
I know, he's so sassy. Oh, that cat emote's so cute. Oscar the cat? Oh, so cute. Huh. Maybe something on the other side. Oh man.
No point. It's locked.
Okay. Got around to. Ouch. Ouch, chef. Ah. Not be Dan.
Hello?
Kate! Oh, is that you? What's going on?
Well, I finally got the mechanical train wound, and I hope it's going to take me to Hans Vorarlberg. I had to sort things out with a couple of weirdo sailors, and they probably ripped me off. But now I'm blocked behind this massive wall. You should see it. It's huge.
I'm not talking about that. I want to know what's going on with Dan.
What do you mean?
I bumped into him at Maggie's do, and he said you'd argued.
That's a bit over the top. Things got a bit heated the last time we called, that's all. No need to go overboard.
I don't mean to be melodramatic, but he didn't seem in such great shape. He had his down in the dumps head on.
Like Dan has a down in the dumps head.
Yeah, when that shock of hair flops over his forehead and his eyes mist up and his eyebrows kind of crease together.
I'd never noticed. Maybe I did go a bit too far, but he's got such a goody two-shoes image of me that sometimes I just lose it. And this case is taking up a lot of headspace. I was just looking for a bit of compassion.
Well, you sure got mine. So, what's going down?
Like I said before, I'm kind of getting somewhere, but it's slow. This Hans Vorarlberg guy is getting more and more fascinating by the day.
Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't sound like you're bored. Not like back here in the office. Every day is boredom day. It's just no fun without you. When are you coming back?
Shouldn't be long, I hope. Look, I've got to go. See you soon.
Well, call us again real soon. And be easier on Dan next time, huh?
I'll try.
Fully seems like she has a thing for Dan. I see where that's going. Alright, let's see.
No point. It's locked.
I think that's someone who she works with in the office. Artorias. Interesting. Got over here. I assume I will need that mushroom powder.
Look, broken glasses. If they belong to the captain, then he sure has eye problems going by those lenses. I haven't got time to have a drink right now. I haven't got
Alright, Oscar, take care if you're taking off. Oh, there's a dude standing over here. I didn't see him.
Good day to you, sir.
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Barkstadt border post, at your service, madam.
Right? Enhance. Enhance.
My name is Kate Walker. I've been assigned by my company to find a man who was supposed to be living in Syberia.
What a peculiar mission. Taking so many risks for such a futile goal.
Captain, to my mind, the military zeal with which you insist on guarding this meaningless wall strikes me as equally futile.
I should be offended by your words, miss, but I forgive you, because you are young and unaware of the very real dangers lurking in store for us.
I need a visa to cross the wall and to continue my journey to the east. They told me that you are the only person in a position to issue such a visa.
Indeed, this responsibility is part of my duties. However, I am not currently issuing visas because nobody must venture beyond the wall.
And why not?
It's far too dangerous, in particular for a lady of your standing who is traveling unescorted.
Dangerous? What exactly do you mean, Captain?
The enemy, miss. The enemy. I've been observing them for several years through my telescope. There's one particular horseman stationed yonder. He's a scout from the invading enemy army, and he's been spying on us. So I have to be extremely vigilant. He knows that I know he's there, you understand? And as long as I keep my eye on him, he won't dare try anything.
Are you sure?
Please, take a look for yourself.
There's like a piece of wood that I was looking at.
Is the person who takes care of the gate anywhere around?
There is no person who takes care of the gate. Believe you me, ma'am. I have been the one and only guardian of this gate since 1968. That year, I took over the position from the late Lieutenant Colonel Malatesta, my own father.
In that case, can you tell me how the mechanism works? It sure looks complicated to me.
Not at all. It is child's play for anyone who takes the time to work out its surprisingly straightforward logic. And from the looks of your locomotive, it shouldn't pose you any problems.
Why do you say that?
When I caught sight of your formidable locomotive, I immediately said, heavens, only Hans Vorarlberg could design such an engine. And I know what I'm talking about, ma'am, because he invented the gate's original mechanism. It was his last creation here in Barkstadt.
So you know Hans Vorarlberg?
No, I mean, not personally. I was only a baby when he stayed in Barkstadt. My father spoke often of him, and I knew about his inventions. He left very many things behind him.
I know.
In any case, I noticed that his fantastic knack for inventing has not deteriorated with age. How's he doing?
I don't know. In fact, I don't actually know him. I'm searching for him. An inheritance matter. I hope his train is going to lead me to him.
And why not? His inventions are always full of surprises.
Between the station aviary and this bleak wall, the change in atmosphere is radical, don't you think?
It's been a long time since I've been at liberty to judge, miss. My duties forbid me from abandoning my post.
I need a visa.
Indeed.
And why?
It's...
Alright.
Don't mind me.
Please, madam.
He believes what he's looking at is an enemy.
How strange. I can't see a Cossack horseman at all. There's just a dead tree in the middle of an empty plain. That poor captain must have really bad eyesight. Good day to you, sir.
Random cookie.
Captain Malatesta, command...
I need a visa.
Indeed.
And why not?
It's far...
Captain, I can assure you that your enemy horseman is in fact simply a dead tree.
A tree? But that's totally ridiculous. I can tell you have never seen a Cossack before in your life.
How long has this Cossack been spying on your wall?
For a long time. Yes, a very long time. But they could attack at any moment. We simply cannot tell.
And he's been in the same position the whole time?
Cossacks are soldiers, miss. They're capable of great resistance and persistence in the face of adversity.
Uh-huh.
I need a... And what?
It's
Cap...
for a...
And he's...
Cossack?
Right.
Don't mind...
Please, madam.
This guy. Alright. Well, I gotta somehow feed him the, let's see.
Look. Look. Broken glasses.
Right. Feed him a little
Colonel,
wine.
Captain, miss.
But you have the air of a great officer.
You flatter me, miss. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that we frontier soldiers are often forgotten by the military administration.
Ah, there's no justice. I sympathize with you, Captain. Let us forget our worries for a moment and have a little drink together in the name of friendship.
It would be my pleasure, miss, but the regulations strictly forbid it.
Come on. A little glass of wine never hurt anybody, and nobody need know.
Wine, miss? You are putting me in a very delicate situation.
Don't deny yourself, Captain. Just a little glass. I assure you, it is excellent.
Well, perhaps just a drop.
Here's your glass. To your good health, Captain.
And to yours, miss. It's been a long time since I've drunk wine in such pleasant company. I admit, it is excellent.
Isn't it? You wouldn't think it came from Barrickstadt. It is made from the Amazon forest Sauvignon grape that has been miraculously conserved and cultivated in the station garden.
Well, well, well. The university authorities kept that one to themselves.
You know, Captain, it is essential that I continue my journey eastwards.
Please, don't even think about it. As I've said, it's extremely dangerous. The enemy is spying on us.
Perhaps your Cossack horseman isn't quite what you thought. Perhaps it's just a dead tree twisted into a strange shape. You should take another look. You never know. Go on, Captain. Give it a try.
So be it. I will make this concession to the fairer sex, miss. But it does seem to be quite ridiculous.
That grape drink. Yep.
Incredible. How is this possible? By what strange magic? How could I have been so wrong for so long? The enemy was only a tree. I'm so ashamed.
It's not that bad, Captain. It's only human to make mistakes, after all.
A tree. Nothing but a dead tree.
Pull yourself together, Captain. It's okay. And now I suppose there's nothing stopping you from issuing me a visa?
Yes, of course. There is no more danger. All these years. And now the Cossack has gone. There is nothing left to watch.
Captain, you should be delighted. From now on, you don't have to stay pinned to your watchtower. Travel can start up again normally. You will be able to resume your regular duties like issuing entrance and exit visas.
You're right. I will sign you a visa to cross the walled frontier immediately. 1,000 apologies. Here, miss.
Let me read this with my chest. Authorization to cross the border. This document authorizes a holder with belongings to pass through the border wall gate. Captain Malatesta, the gate commander. Warning. Beyond the ramparts, conditions for journeys into the Eastern Territories are filled with uncertainty and reputed to be hazardous. As a consequence, the wall authorities cannot guarantee the physical safety of the traveler, decline all responsibility in the event of an incident.
Thank you, Captain. And keep your eyes open.
Miss, if we could keep this between ourselves, please. For the sake of my honor, you understand?
You have my promise, Captain.
That's Lewd Reaper. But yes, you can go ahead and eat it. I saw it on the table and I was like, oh, I don't know if those are still good, but Reaper can have the rest of that cookie. Upskirt. Oh. Out of here.
I wonder how that works.
Guess we'll find out. When Vic was over, we had biscuits and gravy. With one of my friends, I asked if she wanted her biscuit because you definitely eat it, and Vic was like, wow. Oh, those innuendos.
No point weighing my...
Wonder what I do about the exit. Do I need to talk to Oscar? Or like disappeared. Teisuka. What's most important at that point, right? We're here.
What are you doing there, Oscar?
It is imperative that we comply with railroad and customs regulations, Kate Walker.
Oscar, don't you think we could drop the trifling details once and for all?
We need an exit visa to get beyond the wall, Kate Walker.
And you wouldn't know where I could get one of them from, would you?
There is usually some form of authority stationed at a guard post that is strategically positioned to issue such a visa.
Do you realize, my good man, that as a lawyer charged with an important matter of inheritance, I could sue you for obstructing justice?
Kate Walker, we still need an exit visa, in any case.
Oscar, don't you think we've wasted enough time already?
You neglected to find the clockwork winding mechanism for the train with sufficient haste, Kate Walker.
What nerve! And you refused to lend a helping hand. Help that could have been invaluable to me.
I agree, Kate Walker.
If you weren't so obsessed by procedure, we wouldn't have had a hitch.
I am not entirely convinced, Kate Walker.
Oscar, please, let's get in the train and leave, can we?
Yes, Kate Walker. Give me the visa.
I don't suppose you can help.
Your non-supposition is...
You do realize, don't you, Oscar, that by preventing me from continuing this journey, you are also depriving yourself of the opportunity to meet your creator, Hans Vorarlberg.
Procedure requires an exit visa, Kate Walker.
God, I think I'm going crazy.
That is not a requirement, Kate Walker. Only an exit visa is necessary.
Oscar, the automaton that drives this train will be really impatient to leave soon because he's totally obsessed about punctuality.
Yes, Kate Walker.
And it's weird, because sometimes When he drops all that stuff about procedure, he can be so charming and attentive.
Please refrain from attributing human emotions to me, Kate Walker.
Okay. See you later, Oscar.
Alright,
Yes,
let's give him his
Kate
visa.
Walker.
I was wondering where the hell he was. That explains it.
Oscar, can't you please?
Your request is refused, Kate Walker.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. I guess I have to...
Here is the visa. I hope it's regulation, my dear Oscar.
It is regulation. Here is your ticket.
Departing from Barkstock. You're very impressed with Dying Light and highly recommend it to people who love open-world apocalypse zombie games. And loot. There's color loot, always bonus.
Have a good journey, Kate Walker.
So, can we go now?
Indeed. We are already very late, Kate Walker.
Oscar, please.
Your ticket, please, Kate Walker.
Oh, God. this automaton.
Here you go, Oscar.
Thank you, Kate Walker. Now, please return to your seat, Kate Walker.
Yes, Oscar. Immediately, Oscar.
Ah. The Vorarlberg key, I see. At least it looks very similar to it. Them bird plushies, though. Reaper got me a few plushies recently. You saw one of them. One of them was that Moogle. Very cute. That's awesome. That was totally like Game of Thrones. Oh. Where are we now? Damn it, Oscar. Why do you always leave me? Guess I can't go that way. I have to go this way.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker!
Oscar, what's going on? Why has the train stopped? Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest idea.
Well, we'd better get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive. My joints might corrode irreparably.
Right. Let's see. Okay, let's try looking on the bright side here. I need to stretch my legs.
Is there something wrong, Kate Walker? Are you uncomfortable? Are the passenger facilities on this train substandard? I shall draw up a formal complaint form for you immediately.
Oscar, everything's fine, I assure you. A little walk will do me good, that's all. Gosh, it's really gloomy here. I wonder where on earth I'm going to find a winding machine.
I have total confidence in you, Kate Walker. You are, after all, a brave and resourceful woman.
Yeah, right.
That's not what she said.
Oscar, you couldn't make a little effort for just this once. If we both went looking for the winding machine, the two of us together might find it quicker.
You are in all probability correct, Kate Walker. But the high level of heavy metal miasma that pollutes the atmosphere could cause havoc to my wheelwork.
Let's hope Hans Vorarlberg once lived here as well. Maybe he planned for his locomotive's unplanned stop and installed a winding machine as well. Otherwise, it's not looking great for the rest of the journey.
Do not forget that Hans Vorarlberg is a genius in the true sense of the word.
But is he a genius with a sense of forward planning?
We will find that out when we find the winding machine.
My God, Oscar, what would I do without you? We just keep stopping. When will we ever get to the end of this journey?
Simply wind up the spring and we can set off immediately.
From your mouth to God's ears.
That's great.
See you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay right here, Kate Walker.
Alright. Well, now that we are in our new train station, I think it might be a good time for me to stop for the night. We've been streaming for just a little over 3 hours at this point, which is good. We did a good run of things. But yeah, we have this whole new area to explore now, which is exciting. I wasn't sure how long this game was going to be, but I'm enjoying it so far. So, yeah, let me go ahead and save it. Go ahead and quit out of the game. Great old-timey menu. Alright. Go ahead and pull up a little music. Thanks so much for coming on by. That was a lot of fun. It was good to get out of Borkstadt or Berkstadt and get out of there and move on. So we've definitely made some progress, and now we are in the next station, which looks very different. So yeah, I'm excited to learn more and how this might play into the plotline. So very interesting. It means that Hans kind of knew that the winding device would only take the train so far. And it makes me wonder, you know, because I was like, well, one, did he really expect his sister to go through all that work to make sure it keeps getting wound? And two, had he really planned this from the very beginning when he was 18 and first left home? He spent a few years in Barkstadt and had left some mementos behind, and I assume he will do that at this spot too, and then probably beyond that is Syberia, I assume, but we will see. I assume this is his way of showing his sister what he's been up to. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell, but anyway. That's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to playing more of this. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow? We'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah. that's it for me tonight. So I don't think Reaper's gonna stream. Probably take it easy. Maybe he'll stream tomorrow. We'll see. But it was good to see everyone. It was good to see you, Snapple. No problem. I'm glad you were hanging out and were enjoying the cast. And hopefully we'll see you as well as everyone else soon. If you haven't already, hit that follow button. I know. Arturus is like, no. Thank you, Globe. 24-hour cast, I wish. No, I'm pretty tired already. No, I had fun, and but it was good to stream that and make a little more progress, so I'm excited. But yeah, thank you everyone, and I will catch you all very soon. Take care.